Welcome to Learn Teacher Academy's video series, 2-Year Strategy to Crack IIT JEE. You have 2 years to crack the JEE, but your entire result hinges on the next 12 months. This Part 1, the Foundational Phase, 11 Standard, the Crucial Start, video isn't about solving problems. It's about building the map so you don't get lost. Let's start with the difference between the two exams you're targeting. I want you to read that again. Seriously, let it sink in. This isn't just a catchy line to scare you, it's the absolute truth. It's all about creating a laser-sharp focus right from day one. The strategy we're about to break down, well, that's your map for this make-or-break period. If you get this part right, trust me, you are already halfway there.
All right, so let's get straight into it. The first rule of any battle is to know your enemy. And in your case, you have 2 of them, JEE Main and JEE Advanced. Now, you might think they're similar, but nope, they're designed to test you in completely different ways.
Think of JEE Main like a T20 cricket match. It's all about speed and breadth. How many different types of deliveries can you face? It's about applying formulas quickly, hitting those single concept questions for a boundary, and getting a great score to secure your spot in an NIT or IIT. But JEE Advanced, oh, that's a 5-day test match. It demands endurance. It's about depth, about connecting multiple concepts from different chapters to solve one single tricky problem. That's what gets you a top rank and a seat in an IIT.
Okay, so we know the targets. Now let's talk about the single biggest mistake that almost every student makes. And it's a bit of an uncomfortable truth, you know? It's about where this entire battle is really won or lost. 60%. Just take a good look at that number. What do you think it represents? It's not the passing mark. It's not what you need to score. It's something way, way more fundamental to your entire 2-year journey. That number, it means that nearly 60% of the final JEE paper, both main and advanced, comes directly from your Class 11 syllabus. This is where the real foundation is laid. The toughest, most important concepts are introduced right here. If you ignore them, you fall into what I call the backlog trap, and you'll spend all of Class 12 just trying to catch up, which is a losing game.
And here's why that trap is so dangerous. It's because all these concepts are linked. It's a chain. If you don't properly master kinematics in Class 11, it's pretty much impossible to truly understand work, power, and energy. If you're weak in chemical bonding, which is a pillar of 11th grade chemistry, then most of inorganic chemistry in Class 12 just won't make any sense. See, it's not about memorizing things. It's about building understanding, one link at a time.
Let me paint you a picture. Think of your 2-year preparation as building a giant skyscraper. Class 12 in your final rank, that's the fancy penthouse suite with the swimming pool on top. But Class 11, that is the deep, solid, concrete and steel foundation. And if that foundation has even tiny cracks, I don't care how hard you work on the penthouse, the whole building is going to come crashing down. So the big question is, how do we build this rock-solid, unbreakable foundation? Well, it all starts with your first and most important weapon, the NCERT textbook. Yes, really. So many students make this classic mistake. They jump straight to the big, fat reference books and treat NCERT like it's just for their school exams. Huge mistake. For chemistry, especially inorganic, JEE Main is famous for lifting questions line for line from NCERT. For physics and math, it gives you the cleanest, most pure derivations of fundamental concepts. You have to change your thinking. NCERT is your primary book, not a secondary one. So here's an actionable tip you can start literally today. Don't just skim it, don't just solve the back exercises. I want you to read the NCERT chemistry textbook like it's a novel, line by line, paragraph by paragraph. Underline it, make notes in the margins. I promise you, this one single habit can massively, and I mean massively, boost your chemistry score. Okay, so we've covered what to study, but now let's talk about how to study. See, this 2-year journey, it isn't won by moments of brilliance. It's won by building a simple, unbreakable daily discipline. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Just look at this. Who do you think really wins this race? The person who puts in a little bit of focused effort every single day, or the person who chills all week and then tries to cram 10 hours of studying into one Sunday? I'll tell you who wins. It's the consistent person. The weekend cramming just leads to burnout, and you forget everything by Tuesday anyway. A couple of focused hours every day builds real, lasting understanding. So, you want to know the secret weapon to guarantee you never fall behind? I call it the Backlog Killer rule. It's simple. Whatever is taught in your class today, you must revise it and solve a few basic problems on it within 24 hours before you go to sleep. No excuses, no exceptions. This single habit stops tiny doubts from piling up and turning into a giant backlog monster. So after all of this, what should your one clear goal be for this first year? Let's forget about the final rank for just a moment. What is the real finish line for this foundational phase we're talking about? This is it. This is your target. Your mission is simple but incredibly powerful. End Class 11 with absolutely zero backlogs in physics and maths, and achieve complete 100% mastery of the NCERT Chemistry textbook. If you do this, you will have built the perfect launchpad for a top rank. Now that you know why Class 11 is important, you need to know how to manage the time. In the next video, Part 2, we will break down the ideal concept mastery approach for each subject, including the 3-book strategy to start with. Subscribe to Learn Teacher Academy so you don't miss it.